Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to cover a cake in buttercream. Cover this exact cake. If you're interested in this video, don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and let's get started already guys. So the first thing you are going to consider is your butter icing. I have the recipe up on my channel so you can check it out. So you are going to take out some parts and color it, make it to the color you want it, right? Then you are going to leave the one that you are going to use and stack the cake and then crumb coat the cake, which is the white one. So now we are going to start by applying this liquid glucose. So I just cut 5 sticks of skewer. As you can see the way I measured it, I measured it and left like 1 inches at the top. it has caused lots of accidents due to lack of information. So always tell your customer to follow So, and I'm going to be mixing my gold dust with a spirit. So that's what I'm basically going to do here. If you don't see the liquid used for this in the market, you can as well use the alcohol, as you can see me do in this video. So I'm going to be applying it on the tip. This is basically the design I made for them. So one thing about cake decoration is a beautiful art. It's something you can, think out and then try to make it come to reality. You mustn't copy people's design exactly. Even if you see fine design, you can actually recreate it without copying that exactly. That's the beautiful thing about it. It's your own creation, so you can, make it look different. So this is me cleaning off the board. You can do this to clean off the board. It's always beautiful. Like, it makes the work much easier when cleaning the board like this. So after that, I'm going to spot where I'm going to be using for the front of my cake, and I'm going to start applying my stickers on it. These stickers were actually downloaded and printed in the cyber cafe. That's a printing press. So if you can't find that in markets, you can as well download the characters and then print it out, cut it the way you want, and place it on your cake. It works as well. So this is me placing it immediately, covering it when the cake was still not very strong. So because if you waste time, the cake is gonna dry up and you won't be able to place that on your cake. So that's the need of you to, be fast, cut the stickers on time before covering the cake. I've already showed you the basic things you need to see about this cake. Don't forget to subscribe.